Welcome back to the captain's table.
Just initial impressions of 3.23 for people who are the uninitiated, who haven't, maybe who's been living under a rock, or just haven't had a chance to play and aren't interested right now because they're too busy. How would you say 3.23 is, in your opinion? Goods and bads. I'll start with you, Axis.
For me, it's kind of a transition because everything's so different. I mean, the star map we have had from 3.0 is gone, totally gone. It's a transition because, okay, an example, when you quantum jump, your shields are gone. So whatever you have in your shield pool, I think that's how they describe it, Paul, is what you get when you exit quantum, and then it has to charge back up. So that's going to take some adjusting to, and also might make piracy pretty legitimate in this patch if you're just a solo miner or salvager and a vulture or a prospector. So it's going to be difficult for the solo players this patch. That's my initial impression. But for groups, it'll still take some minor adjustments because of some of the movement and travel changes, at least from the surface. I've only been in 3.23 maybe a total of 4 times before this stuff.
Okay. So what are the goods and bads that you see out of it? You said, I'm guessing the bads is more like the adjustment. Anything that really stands out as like a really good improvement other than, say, the map?
I love the inclusion of new types of places to go. Like, the settlement, like distribution centers, I kind of see them as they're going to further improve those even further. I mean, you've seen it too, Paul, how they're designed. It looks like they're modular. They're just going to keep expanding them into what we've said, company towns, I've said with several people.
Awesome.
And, sorry.
No, that's great. Keep going.
And probably the fauna, the first of the fauna that we've had in game at all, any non-human NPCs. And I mean, true, it's 2, but if anyone here has been reading the monthly reports, there's a total of at least, I think, 6, including the 2 that we have.
Yeah, I think they're doing 2 more predators and 1 more, or no, yeah, 2 more predators and 1 more of prey animal. So yeah,
Boreal stalker,
maybe.
Could be. I mean, also the Quasi Grazer was in it.
And yeah, if you enjoy this, hit the like button, comment down below your thoughts. Join us live at twitch.tv/TheAstroPub and youtube.com/TheAstroPubLive on Saturdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. To join us live to watch the Captain's Table live. I'd love to have you come here. And as it's becoming that time of year, so if you are a content creator or a fan or org leader, or you make machinima or videos or whatever, and you want to come on and talk a little bit about Star Citizen, maybe even a specific topic of Star Citizen, reach out to me on Discord. You can also, I'm on Twitter. I have my DMs open, so you can always come in and hang out and ask me there. I also have my email in that there as well, so you can email there as well. I think I have in the comment in the description as well. So always looking for that as well. So make sure you feel free to do that if you're interested.
But I don't think it's going to be in this patch. Probably might be the X patch. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, they've been moving pretty fast in some of those. So, all right, Celine, your initial impressions, goods and bads of 3.23.
Okay, we could almost take this wave at a time. Wave 1 was a garbage fire. But I mean, do you expect that from Wave 1?
Yeah.
And they put it out, it reignited, they put it out a few times. It's been a roller coaster. There was a weekend I couldn't even touch it because you couldn't even interact to get out of bed, or you would just get server error loop. They've been doing a lot of work. We said that with 3.18 though. On to the positives though. New HUD, clean as fuck. Sorry.
You're good.
Moby Glass, I love it. There's subtle changes in the MFDs and ships, and they look just very subtle things in those, and they just look much better. I don't like the new angle, the new angle ladder on the ship HUD. It's too tight in. I don't like it. It's terrible. Master modes. I'm kind of enjoing it.
Okay. Taking the spicy take?
I'm kind of enjoying it, yeah. Look, I'm an Elite Dangerous partner. I'm used to slightly slower ships. This is fine.
Yeah. It does feel very Elite inspired. A lot of the changes do.
There's also a host of new mission types that I think could encourage new ways to approach. 135,000 on-foot VHRTs.
Ooh.
34,000 missing person missions.
Ooh, nice. I think there's a gosh, what is it? I just did a mission before we started live, or started the stream, or started the recording, where like one of the missing persons missions on the new cargo or distribution centers, and that was very they make you crawl. Like it's like, yeah, this seems like it's bugged, but then you realize you can crawl through the service areas of the distribution centers. Yeah. It's pretty nice.
I tried one of the 34,000. It's like, oh, there's a missing person. Get up to this main door. All of a sudden, I was getting shot at because apparently some criminals had snuck in to the building where this guy went missing.
Huh?
We don't have an idea what happened.
That's. I didn't even think that they were doing that kind of thing. That's nice storytelling right there. Like I just found a dude dead in a crawl space is all I found.
Yep.
He did have, it was good because he did have a saw in his hands, like one of those big like power saws, like designed to like cutting up like cars and stuff like that.
Cool.
So it's like, oh, he messed up with that power saw. he may have dropped it and gotten some spiciness on himself, but you know.
I mean, he could have just sawed into an electrical conduit.
That too. Yeah.
You have the barbecue chicken treatment.
Yeah.
Also, this might seem dumb, but there's some missions at the new distribution centers. They're like only a couple thousand, but it's like, hey, can you just move a couple boxes around the warehouse for us? Thanks.
Yeah. I heard some people complaining about one.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's neat. I think it definitely needs work. I think instead of it being take these boxes, move them around, it'd be like, hey, take these boxes and pick them. You know, like move them into a location for like transport later. You know, but
actually, there is a mission like that.
Oh, is
like,
there?
Hey, we've got a few boxes picked. Can you pick them up and take them to their delivery points?
Oh, nice.
So you pick up like 5 boxes at the distribution center, and then you deliver them throughout the local planet area.
Okay. That's not bad.
They're already kind of future-proofing, kind of. You know?
Oh, yeah. I would say that the distribution centers feel they're very... You can tell the CIG is planning on a lot of material gameplay to be done at distribution centers. Their distribution centers are Star Citizen's dungeons. Like, that is like 100% what CIG is designing them as. They're designing as modular dungeons for use for like an MMO style. So,
well, I mean, it comes down to how you approach. Because if you land and enter through the main door, there's shopping kiosks.
Yeah. And then if you land on top, there's actually like landing pads on top of the building that'll let you access like the main lobby in the top too. So,
yep.
You know. All right. I will say good and bad. Star Citizen 3.23 is very polished in the places you would expect it to be polished. The UI is very good. The gameplay is tighter than it is in 3.22. there's a lot of different new missions. There's a lot of new, like the ships perform very well. Like you really see the performance and the improvements that are done on the AI, for instance, in Arena Commander. I did Pirate Swarm Arena Commander, and I got my ass kicked, just beat. And I'm not a terrible pilot, but like it was challenging. And I think
there will be a tiny bit of adaptation there because they've overhauled all of the ship weapons.
Yeah, that too. So,
and there's some hit registration problems.
Yeah. And I was going to say, getting to that, there's also its performance is better in some cases and worse in others, but a lot of it is the new content is very buggy. So, like when I was getting to the distribution centers, I would have like it drop to 10 FPS sometimes in distribution centers, even in the most recent patch.
Deo, sorry.
Go ahead.
Distribution centers may be future-proofing. One of your commenters brought up something that I wholeheartedly agree with. Deo of the Gamer. He said, do you think they could serve as the landing zones for less populated systems and planets? I really think so. They're huge.
They could gussy one up as an outlaw outpost, like an outlaw.
Oh, I would 100% see that, especially if they could put up a czar on some of the lower area. Oh, yeah. Like the one we saw in the IAE things a couple years ago.
Yeah, like
where he's like, "Are those real Vandul?"
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, think about tapping the like button, subscribing for more content, and hitting the bell icon to be notified when these release. I'd also like to thank those on screen now for supporting the channel financially. If you want to throw in a few credits, think about becoming a member on YouTube. And if you want a bit more for your contribution, join the Ko-fi or Patreon. Patreons and Ko-fi members get early, ad-free access to all videos, including exclusive early access to my long-running complete history of Star Citizen lore series. Check those out now in the top right if you want to know what you're getting. And I want to hear your thoughts on this video and on any other lore topics in the comments below. And as always, remember, Ex Historia, ad Astra.